Okay, so happy 2025. So I know a lot of you guys are busy people trying to all keep up with the cost of living. So time is very invaluable, very valuable. So we'll get to the chase. Now, 2025 is a lot for a lot of people, as in they want to make some really good changes, right, in their life, morally, spiritually, health wise, financially. So, well, leads me to what are my plans were for some time now, and that is like, how do we get a lot of average people together and let them be able to own part of real estate? Yeah. Um, and so, what this year we're going to do, God's willing, God's help, um, we want to form a Cayman Real Estate Investment Club. All right, just kind of shortened it a little bit there. Cayman Real Estate Investment Club. All right, and again, because I've known like a lot of people that wanted to do it and wanted to own piece of, and again, with average earners, everybody, the bank restricts you to a whole lot. So we try to set up a club that, again, a lot of average people can own part of. All right, so we're going to get started with as, so number one, we don't have all the legal paperwork at all yet at all. We're going to do that. Um, but just to kind of let you guys know there, in case you guys are interested, you can email me, PM me. I'll leave you my email later. But for now, you can get started as low as $5,000, okay? CI dollars. And so, okay, like a lot in real estate, with the market the way it is, we're pretty much saying, all right, we're gonna give you a minimum of 20% back on your investment. And again, so you can go, or you can go 100,000, or you can go, so, and then you might say, oh, what happens then? And because, I mean, this is probably, I would say, I don't want to say common sense, that comes across as a little rude, but for a lot of people that not, or even like high schoolers maybe thinking about, because I love young people, and you guys know me, and that is, I also like to show them, even though they're not ready for it yet, but how they can, so that when they're heading to college life and stuff, they will know how to invest, guys. All right, so the person that invests 5,000, of course they're gonna get to they're gonna get a percentage based on what they put in. All right, but again, dropped it there just so, again, average people feel like they can be part of a real estate club. Later we'll talk about all the benefits involved, but for now, that's one of our projects. We're asking God to give us good people to work with, and again, just racing ahead, this is actually called what I call residual income, because we don't ask people to get involved. So the investment, because lots of people try to build a house, it could be chaos and confusion. So their investment, I also have pictures of like 6 that I've done so far. Houses turned up well, have happy customers, and of course, I started from like 1999, and what I knew then, like honestly, I didn't know a lot. I was fresh out of high school, and I was trying to build my own apartment, thanks to the help of my parents. And so I know now in 2025, and after about 8 homes later, 6, 7, 8, can't remember, I'll double check, I have learned a lot, yeah. And so, yeah, so again, I just hear the cries of so many people wanting to own part of real estate, wanting to own part of their island. And so therefore, we're launching, by God's help, our Cayman Islands Real Estate Investment Club. And again, don't have none of the paperwork done yet. We're just putting the word out there, all the legal framework, all that good stuff. But we try to make it simple. So of course, again, your amount, you can put in 150,000. If I find 3 people that want to do, say, 150,000, that's okay too. But I kind of really put it low so that other people, or average people could feel that they could be part of an investment club as well. And again, we'll have legal paperwork set up. We'll try to also have an accountant on board. Hopefully, as an investor, that should be easy to find. And so they do help us with a lot of the do a lot of paperwork, right? Because when you're building a house, again, after I've done quite a few successfully, there's a lot of paperwork that goes into buying blocks, cement, tiles, paying this one, square footage, inches, a lot of paperwork, all right? Or where's the receipt for this, and where's the, or you bought a fridge also, where's the receipt for that, so that if something happened to it, the less than a year that you put in the house, voila, you probably go to an accountant or somebody is doing a lot of the good paperwork for you. Cool. I've done it all for years for myself, but again, once we get a real estate investment club, how I'm looking at it now, so let me raise our head. We're looking at right now like 475,000, and again, just disclaimer, we're gonna get all the paperwork drawn up properly and by a lawyer and all that good stuff, and decide whether we want a corporation or LLC, and all the bylaws and all that good stuff. Cool. So where are we at here? Chances from farming. Oh, okay. So again, if I'm looking at 475,000, it's going to be a piece of land. I actually got a deposit on a piece of land for now. If you see this video later, I may still not have it, but for now, January the 17th, 2025, I have a deposit on a piece of land now in the Savannah area. Of course, everybody loves Savannah because it's kind of country. It's where you can grow your fruits and vegetables and it's just a lot of that area of Savannah, Lower Valley is just so good country for backyard farming or gardening, whatever. Cool. And so the other balance, and you might say, oh, how is that going to be done? All right. So the other amount, we're going to need about 350,000 for, sorry, wrong, 275, sorry. Thinking about another project now. 275 roundabout to build the home, and we're going to looking at 1,500 to 2,000 square foot. And you might say again, oh, how are you going to get that done? It's okay. Again, when you're okay, we'll go into the contractor part later. But anyway, so we'll go on that because I can get real detail. But so yeah, we're gonna make it about 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. All right, I got a plan. I got to prove. I did one for myself. But just want to say, like when contractors and stuff are charging you 260, 250, even 300 for high-end homes, they do take a lot of stress, guys. They endure a lot of stress. Because when I'm doing it for myself and acting as a general contractor, meaning thankfully I have a really good list of 2 great plumbers that I really like, electricians 2 that I really like, really happy with. So when you have that, which is very, very important, those 2 parts of construction is very, very, very important. And so when you do that, then you have, if you can get 2 of those guys that are, and again, thankful I have, that takes a lot of load off you because plumbing and electrical is very, very important. All right, and so when you're having to take care of manage guys like the block layer and the plaster and the steel work, especially when it comes to the structure, guys, whoa, that is serious, serious stuff. About did they put the right amount of steel in? Did they put it in right? I have learned lessons where in the past where projects where I thought that was enough sufficient, I had to go back and ensure that something was missing here, put it in at this point so that we have no structural issues. So therefore it is a lot of stress. So when guys charge you that kind of money for overseeing your project, trust me, they're kind of not underestimating. But if you do it yourself as a part of investment club, that becomes a different story. But again, when they charge you, they're dealing with a lot of stress of inspections. Again, when's the plumber supposed to come in? When's the electrician supposed to come in? So-called property management, right? What happened to these amount of blocks that's supposed to arrive? Where's the cement? How you calculating all of that so it's a lot of work, guys. It is a lot of work. But imagine people when it's all done and it's pretty and it's such a feeling of reward, and it looks pretty and it's got the work that goes into that, guys. Especially managing people is the hard job. All right, the the tiling, was that done properly? Um, what kind of tin set was used on the floor? All that stuff, guys, you gotta be able to know. And after doing, it's just like everything else. After doing a certain amount yourself, you learn, and you've learned a lot of hard lessons along the way. Some things of what to do and what not to do. And I think everybody goes through that journey. So no matter what what it is, whether it's a doctor, an accountant, whatever, right? So just want to tell you guys that. And again, that's kind of very, very exciting for me, because it's, again, I just meet a lot of average Joes that they just want to own, they don't have the capital. And any of you guys that do any building know how harsh and how strict and stringent banks can be on you. So raising money or get bank financing to do your projects can be a huge deal. So starting up this little fund could be a breakthrough for a lot of people who also want to just own a little part of their island, own a little part of real estate, and then also, and here we also, what's good about this little fund too, or this real estate club, is that it's a possible chance for employment, guys, and that is if you're a plumber, if you're an electrician, sometimes people can invest there instead of their capital, they can invest their labor. And again, your return will simply be on the percentage of the whole project. And we talked about that earlier, how much the project would cost. We're just starting out with one place now. We're not getting to this multi-level that takes apartments and townhouses that takes you about 2 years just to get approval, right? So we're just starting off with one spec home and then reselling it. All right. What else I was going to say about that? Oh, chances of employment. Yeah. So if you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you are a block layer, and you want to do, supply all the blocks. Do all the labor on all the blocks and supply all the block layers, reputable ones. And you want to make sure all the steel work is done, all the plastering. If you want to do that part of it, that's one way also of you going ahead and investing in that, because rather than money, you could invest your skills. And again, totally based on your return. So obviously if somebody puts in 150,000, they're going to get a lot more return of the percentage of the return than you who put in 5,000, or and again, okay, that's going to lead me to my next step. Once we become part of the real estate here clubs, we do, thankfully, after years of doing this and years of battling with, architects and engineers and all that kind of stuff, thankfully I have good access, really good access to some good architects, pretty much online. Yes, and we'll talk about that here, what happens here when we gotta get it in the planning department here. I've dealt with the OPS, uploading our plans, all that. Again, after years of doing this stuff, and again, I'm kind of talking to more Cayman residents. If somebody because later I'm gonna do this as a course too. If somebody sees this overseas, then also know that it may be a little different for someone over in the US if they chose to invest with us, right? So yeah, we have access to good plumbers. We said that before, electricians, the architects, engineers, and yes, right now also you can get your stuff done overseas. And of course we want any good local architects that we can get that's reliable, that deliver this product for us for a good cost. That's fine. If not, we got access to good ones online. Engineers, you got to deal with that. Sometimes you got to deal with quantity surveyors to call them out to make sure that we're the contractor or the structural guy that's doing all the cement and block work, ensure that he is putting down starting the building and the right part on the right part of the property, meaning whether it's 10 feet from the boundary of the other neighbor, or 10 feet or 20 feet. Sometimes we do go and hire an appraiser for the day, sorry, not an appraiser, surveyor, to come out and double check that the pegs, the setbacks, and where they're going to put the house is in the correct spot. So all that has to be looked on. But and I've had a good experience with one or two of them, and locally, and very happy about that. Also, you're gonna also want to know build of quantities. You know, we um, we're gonna also have a platform that is also gonna expose you to a good group of guys that are um, good build of quantities guys that can tell you sensibly um, what your project is gonna cost before it's done. All right, and so again, I've used some. There's some locally. I'm also used some online that I've been very happy with, and yeah. Also, a lot of times, which we already have. I already have that as well. Um, you want to kind of have an animation. You want to we have access. My platform will have access. So think about joining this real estate investment club. We will also have another platform. It's going to have a membership fee, of course, where you can have access to some of these people in the construction industry, if you wish. All right, but again, under a membership platform where we'll have that. Um, What else do I need to tell you? Oh, okay, this one is good too. Oh, animators and renderings. We also, our platform also will have guys that, so even if you don't even want to invest in or the real estate investment club, but I'm just showing you a lot of stuff that is involved in just doing a real estate investment club. You're also going to want to show people what the building is going to look like, the bedrooms, a walkthrough before the building is finished. All right. So I actually have one of them already done. But our platform again will have access to like two of them that we use that are good people that I've used in the past, and yeah. So being part of a real estate investment club again helps you to put your money and get part of a small group of people that are. Oh, let me stop for a minute. I was thinking if we just allow everybody at 5,000, we're looking about 18, 19 people. Now, if somebody comes in with a bigger chunk, then of course, then we're gonna need less than people. Now, having been a club with 18 people, 18, 19 people, that's a lot of work. That is a whole lot of work, but I'm willing to do it to try to give, again, other ordinary people a chance to say, let's invest in a real estate investment club. Again, I've never done one for my a club, so again, it has to be set up properly through a lawyer and that sort of thing, but then it's all by myself. So what I'm trying to do is reach out and have other people own part of real estate. And again, I will have a membership site that people can pay to subscribe to get access to some of these people that I've used in the past and I've been very happy with. And then last of all, building materials is very, very, very important, extremely important, right? So I got a list that sells to some big developers here from China, if you want stuff from China, or if you want, again, even I buy locally as well. And so I have the experience of having knowing how to get discounts or as a company, as a locally traded construction company, you get discounts. But I do like to obviously shop around at the different hardware stores and see, where you might be getting something cheaper, but is it of the best quality? So that sort of thing, you learn after years of experience, right? But then in addition to that, so we also have a list of a wholesaler. There's one in China if you want to go that way, and if somebody else, watching this from overseas, if you want to do that, I have one in Florida. Some wholesalers where there's windows, doors, tiles, cabinets, all that pretty plank flooring. So we have access to someone in Florida as well. Well, two people in Florida that supply us materials. So again, being part of the investment club, voila, this is it. Or again, later on, another part of the club we're adding is a sort of like a blog platform where you can go in and subscribe to get access to these people as well. Oh, let me also tell you quickly, there was one thing I missed. Oh, even inventory software, guys, any of you guys are used to building do know this, that keep in check of your tools and your material, your inventory, your saw, your drill, all that good stuff, or how much blocks you left there today. That's another thing. We have also a software that allows us to keep track of that very quickly and monitor an inventory to see what's missing, what's gone. So that's to wrap it up. If you guys are interested, again, email me if you want to be part of the club. And yeah, later, that's what we're going to be launching later on this year. And then again, lastly, for those, there's some people overseas that actually, females, they actually want to learn how to be build your own homes in general contractor. So we're going to be doing a course on that later, actually a course on that for those who want to learn. So talk to you later. For now, email me or in the comments, just send me your, just say want to hear more, and I'll respond back to you. All right, I'll let you know where our progress is with launching. But for now, it's getting the word out what we're doing, that I think a lot of average people is going to be happy about. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye for now.